I'll be your host today. My name is Todd Burghardt. I am the president of the Hometown Association of Realtors. I'm also the managing broker and owner of Team Advantage Plus Realty. I'm a CE instructor for the state of Illinois, along with pre-license, and I do teach technology classes for Midwest real estate data. So today, since our dues bills should be hitting your mailbox shortly, I haven't gotten mine yet, but I'm sure it's on its way. I wanted to take a moment and just talk about our membership dues and the benefits we receive from them. Let me tell you a quick story to start. I teach orientation, not just for Hometown, but for some other associations as well. And there's the National Associations has a video, National Association of Realtors has a video out welcoming all the new realtors. And Lynn Madison, who I love, and I'm sure you've taken some of her classes. If you haven't, check out Lynn's classes. She's hilarious. She's a lot of fun. Anyway, there's a point in there where she says, you know, by just using one member benefit from the National Association of Realtors, I've paid that part of my dues for years. And I didn't believe her. I didn't believe her. And I'm the teacher. I was like, let me take a little look into this. So actually, by exploring all the member benefits we get, she's absolutely 100% right. I get more benefits from the National Association of Realtors, monetarily wise, than I pay them. So that's kind of cool. So that's what I just want to share some tips and tricks about the different benefits you may not be aware of that are coming from both our state association and our national association. Now, on November 3rd, and it will be recorded, we're going to do an entire Hot Topic Tuesday on November 3rd about what benefits are coming from the Hometown Association Realtors. So we're not going to talk about those today, but we will be talking about those next month. So stay tuned for that. So, all right. So the first member benefit that you receive, well, it's not the first one, but you have many of them, but one of those benefits are all of the real estate forms. We have the forms available on Hometown site as well. But if there's a form that you need that we don't have, and I can't imagine there would be one, but you can always check out the Illinois Realtors. They have tons and tons of updated forms. If you're looking for the most updated forms, check our website or check Illinois Realtors website as well. Unfortunately, I have been doing deals with people that are using outdated forms. So make sure that your entire office is working with the same current version of the forms, and they're all dated, they're all numbered. You can see the last release date, but if you're on the Illinois Realtors site, if you're on the Hometown site, trust me, we have the most updated forms for you. So no need to recreate the wheel. There's actual sample office policies on the Illinois Realtors site. So if you need a company policy, you're just starting up your new brokerage, those things are in there. Notice, you know, there's some, excuse me, just all the legal forms you would need in order to operate your business. There are tons and tons of information in there. What I would suggest, and this is going to be a suggestion for both Illinois Realtors website and the National Association of Realtors website, there's such a plethora of information on each one of those sites that you really want to utilize the search box when you're going to be looking for something. So if you put forms in the search box, it's going to take you directly to the Illinois Realtors forms area. Again, if you're looking for anything in particular, just use that search box and it'll take you to the appropriate location. I just want to get that out of the way. Otherwise, you can spend your entire life on either one of these sites. They are so intense, they're so data driven, and there's so much information that they have online for us as members that you can kind of get lost in the weeds if you're not using the search box. So I always use a search box on both of those sites. One of the other benefits that we get from the Illinois Association of Realtors or Illinois Realtors is our legal webinars. The Illinois Realtors has full-time legal staff that are available to us. And Betsy Urbance is counsel for the Illinois Realtors, and she does legal webinars when there's ever a topic out there that might need some clarification. She's very good about staying top of mind and timely with her topic materials. Her, along with a panel, usually does these legal webinars. They're fantastic. So if you have a legal question, it may have already been covered by one of the legal webinars, and you can search for those legal webinars again on the Illinois Realtors website. In addition to not just the webinars, we also have a legal hotline. I put the phone number here on this slide for you, and you can call that number for any of your legal topics. Instead of, think of it like maybe a legal Zoom or something, right? Some of those things. We have attorneys that are have the ability and the desire to help us in our real estate business, and they'll answer questions about licensing, agency, brokerage, um, brokerage agreements, independent contractor agreements, code of ethics questions, license law, anything you might have a question about. You can give the legal hotline a call. They're really good about returning your calls as soon as possible. So that's another member benefit from the Illinois Realtors that we're not paying for. They do offer career counseling. Illinois Realtors is our trusted source for our state-approved education. Even if you're taking education requirements through the Hometown Association Realtors, we're working in coordination with the Illinois Realtors because we are a branch of the Illinois Realtors as far as the school is concerned. So we can do all of the CE classes that are available through Illinois Realtors. We can do pre-license through Hometown as well if we'd like, but you can also use the Illinois Realtors, do some career counseling. You know, what is going to be your track in this business? You should obviously be starting that journey with your managing broker and having some discussions about what you excel at and where you want to take your career in real estate. I don't have all the slides in here for all of the different designations and certifications that are available on the state and national level. However, the list is long. And so if you have a passion to work in a specific niche of this industry, it's going to be available to you. So they do offer career counseling. Are you looking for these brochures? You know, you have your lead-based paint brochure, you have agency brochures, you have tons and tons of free consumer brochures that you can use for your clients in your office. 1 metric ton. So they're free, they're downloadable and customizable handouts to help you. You can also order them through their store if you want, you know, glossy, full color printed brochures. You can purchase those through the Illinois Realtors Realtor store. Those are available for you as well. They really add to your service that you're offering your clients if you can provide them an agency that actually, or I mean, a brochure that actually explains agency. It'll go a lot further to tie those people to you as a client moving forward, especially your buyers. But they are customizable, so you can actually brand them with your own brokerage. So check out consumer brochures. Again, use that search box if you're looking for the brochures. Now we have an ombudsman program here in Illinois, and if you're not familiar with what that is, basically it's a program that provides as an intermediary just in disputes or questions that relate to real estate transactions. It's free to consumers, it's free to us. You get to tap into that expertise of our realtor ombudsmans, and they have quite strict standards in order to become an ombudsman with the Illinois Realtors. So you would have had to serve on a professional development committee, and you would have had to have some background in disciplinary measures through the Illinois Realtors. And they're just here to help, you know, provide guidance, let you know what additional steps, if you get in trouble, are necessary to take, so resources for, you know, additional assistance in your conflict resolution, and, you know, tap into their expertise. We have several in our area here. I believe Chris, you're an ombudsman, correct?
That is correct. One of 30. There are 30 of us in Illinois.
Awesome. So we have 30 of them. One of them is on, you know, one of our own members here at the Hometown Association of Realtors, Chris Tengren. He is an ombudsman. So, you know, we have some quality people that are in that program. And again, they act as an intermediary just to help resolve disputes. They will not tell you what to do, but they will give you additional resources and let you know how other situations that are similar to yours probably have panned out in the past. Is that correct, Chris? Is there anything you want to add to the ombudsman program, Chris?
Sorry, we muted out. Nope, that pretty much covers it. We get case assignments according to geography and knowledge base. So professional standards administrator Becky Caraher tries to make sure that she has the right person for the right situation.
Awesome, and she does a fantastic job. So take advantage of that. Again, it's another member benefit that we're paying through our dues. Also, they do offer these Illinois housing market statistics and forecasts. They're done by the University of Illinois economists. So you can check out what's happening throughout Illinois by county as well, or through the entire state. You can break down that data however you like. So the statistics are online. I just want to throw a shout out to Midwest Real Estate Data, our MLS for our area and for our association. They also have tons and tons of platforms that provide market statistics. And we're going to talk about RPR when we get to our national benefits here in just a moment. So if you're looking for those housing market statistics, because I know everyone is hearing on television nationally how hot the housing market is, how much inventory we do not have at the current moment. If you want to see how that relates to your area, you can check out those Illinois housing market statistics. Because as you remember, and I'm sure you'll never forget, all real estate is local. So some towns may be booming, some towns may not be booming. So if you want to know what's specifically happening in your community for the market areas you serve, check out those Illinois housing market statistics. We also have a monthly market, what's called Fast Stats. This is a monthly metrics by county for the entire state of Illinois or the city of Chicago. So you can actually just kind of check in every month and see, well, where are we now in, September data should be available. Where were we in September? Where are we moving forward? So those Fast Stats are made available through with a partnership with the state of Illinois. We do have lobbyists at the state capitol. We have over a dozen lobbyists that are fighting on behalf of our members and also for the property rights of our clients. So I could talk more to RPAC, but RPAC's in here, and I've got some major donors on the line with us today, so I might just switch it over to them. But we do have Lobby State Capitol working well on our behalf to protect private property rights and real property rights throughout the state of Illinois. They have their eagle eyes on everything that's happening as far as new legislation. And we have a government affairs director in our area that keeps us well informed, Neely Erickson, about all of the things that are happening on the local level in the territories that she serves and that we operate in. Then we have our Realtor RPAC. This is our, voice in real estate for Illinois. We have over 44,000 realtors here in Illinois, and RPAC is the muscle that does the hard work, that works on those tough issues behind the scenes for us at the national level. So your dues bill does have a small donation that is optional, but that we highly suggest you participate in, when you send your dues bill back. That's the minimum donation that we request. This is really a organization that protects our industry, that protects us from unwanted legislation or oversight from the federal government. So please give generously to RPAC. It does make a difference, and we've seen that difference over and over again throughout my career and through everyone's career as a realtor ever since we've had our own Realtor PAC. A lot of times you're going to be getting what's called calls to actions, and those can come from the state association, the local association, or the national association. Simply, they send out an email about something that they want to highlight that is being proposed in legislation, and they'll send like a pre-formed email. You simply have to type your name, who you are, your address, maybe your office address, and you hit send, and they will send out that information upon your behalf to your legislators so that your voice is heard, so that your brokerage voice is heard, and that they know what we stand for as a realtor group. Founded in 2015, we also have now what's called the Real Property Alliance. That's a nonprofit educational organization that does provide insight and analysis for Illinois property owners. So basically the whole purpose of this was to give a voice for establishing sound real estate policies, to limit taxes, limit regulations, and to make it easier to live and work within the state. So that's Real Property Alliance. You can check out what they do as well. And that hasn't been around for too long. It's been 5 years now. So take a look at that. The other benefit that you have that is kind of a hybrid benefit, this is from the Illinois Realtors in conjunction with the Midwest Real Estate Data, is that you get a free real estate news subscription to Inman Select. Now, Inman Select has a variety of different areas and different news channels that they cover, But what we're concerned about as realtors is what's happening in the real estate news. And this is a fantastic benefit for you at no charge. Again, it's already being paid with both your Illinois Realtors dues and with your partnership with MRED. And so stay up to date on what's happening nationwide in the real estate industry. And this is a great way to do that. And then let's move on to our National Association of Realtors. And the National Association of Realtors, we are the largest trade organization in the world, and that comes with a lot of power. So we have established certain relationships with vendors and with other people that are selling goods or services to provide a discount to all of the members throughout the country. You can see with the buying power that the National Association of Realtors has. So they offer discounts in, insurance, electronics, travel, financial services, risk management, even office supplies, your marketing resources. We're going to talk about that in just a moment too. Your transaction management platforms, educational tools. If you notice on this slide at the very bottom, I did go ahead and put the full web address for where you can find those Realtor Benefits Program partners that are providing discounts to all of us in the industry. And you can tell that's quite a long URL to be typing in to your browser. So again, I'm going to just refer back to use that. Sorry about that if you saw it. Just an update on my software. Use that search box and just search for member benefit discounts or member benefit program. And it'll come up with the discounts as well. Fantastic discounts in there. Take a look at them. Even car rental discounts. I've used those in the past. So take a look at those. One of the member benefits I think is often overlooked, and I know this is a fantastic resource for new members, but that doesn't mean it's not a resource for our existing members as well. These are our research reports. Now, if you figure that the National Association of Realtors is well over, 100 years old now, they have been compiling information about different topics throughout their entire history. They used to be called field reports. If you're an old realtor like me, old being I'm in the business for a long time and I'm just, old, then you probably remember the field reports. That's where my managing broker directed me when I was a brand new agent to start learning all about things that I had no idea. So if you want to know about windmills, there's articles in there. Commercial research is in there. Consumer opinions are in there. They have research reports on home buyers, home sellers, not to be confused with the annual report that's put out every year by the National Association of Realtors, which is the National Profile of Home Buyers and Home Sellers. That is some solid information in that report every year. But these research reports, and I'll give you an idea of what that's in there, but they cover just the full range of services that we're offering to our clients. Let me see if I've got some in here for you to take a look at. I don't. So I'll just go through some of the research reports that you might be interested in. I talked about windmills. If there's windmills in your area and they're concerned, you want to know more about them, there's tons of articles on those. If you want to learn what the difference in a septic system is between a regular septic, maybe an engineered septic, what type of ground, what's a perk test, those reports are in there. I can't stress there's thousands upon thousands of articles in our archives and in our research reports area, again, that really shine a light on just about every aspect of real estate. And I like reading some of those older articles, some of our old field reports or old research reports. They just got, just seeing how things were 30, 40, 50 years ago is how they are today. They're in the archives for you to take a look at. Tons of technology research as well. One of the other avenues that I think is well often overlooked, and I know it is, because every time I tell people about this feature and one of the benefits from the National Association of Realtors, they do not even know it exists. And these are my business letter templates. So whether you're an independent brokerage or you're an independent agent, or even if you're a franchise, if you have a reason to reach out to one of your clients or maybe some of your colleagues, there's a pre-printed, pre-written letter that has all the information you need. You can cut and paste it. They're typically in Microsoft Word format. So you can cut and paste it, customize it, put your broker's logo on there, and the hard work is done for you. Now, if you're like me, I'm a pretty good letter writer. I'm a pretty good technical letter writer. I've been that way my entire life, but I always sometimes need like that initial idea. I know where I want to go with my letter, but let me see some examples of other people that were in the same situation or sending out the same marketing piece. What did they write, or what, what was provided before? We call that like same but different, SBD. I'm writing something, but it's going to be the same outcome as something that's already written, but it's going to be different because it's going to be in my voice. So you can fully customize any of these letters. It's not like a document where you have to send it out as is. And so, one of the things I hear all the time from my students is that, they have a hard time thinking about how to reach out to their clients, that customer retention, or maybe they haven't any showings on a property in 30 days and they're dreading making those phone calls. There's a couple ways you can reach out to them, but you can always check in with your past clients and they give you some business letter templates that allow you to do just that. There's relocation letters, referral letters for agents and clients, how to ask for a referral, how to ask for, talk to a for sale by owner, some marketing and letters as well. If you notice, I did put the entire web address at the bottom of the slide for you as well. But you can just put business letter templates again in that fantastic search box and it'll take you directly to the link. Here's some additional business letter templates that are available for you to use. Pre-foreclosure home prospecting, prospective landlord client, thank you for attending the open house. If you're prospecting for sellers, there's a letter about that. How to follow up with those internet leads. Vacant home prospecting, how to find their actual residential address, where they live, where the tax bill is going. There's a couple ways to do that. So just kind of browse through these business letter templates. I was amazed at the number of situations they cover, and I'm sure you will be as well. If you change firms during the year, they have a letter for that. Business name changes, your name changes. Maybe you got married, maybe you just changed your name. Introductory letters for new agents, all of those things are there. And the one, I'm going to switch, so check out those letters. The next member benefit, and this is a benefit that I use every day, and I can say that without hesitation. I listen to a lot of books. I'm up to like, I don't know, 45 or 50 books this year already that I've listened to. I am a geek. I listen to a lot of books. If there's something I want to learn, I tend to go to my audiobook file. I used to be a big, reader with the physical hard books and then my Kindle, reading those online. But I have discovered that I love having someone read to me. It just makes life a lot easier and I don't have to concentrate quite so well. And as I get older and I need the use of these cheater glasses when I do read, it's a lot nicer to have someone read to me. So we have over 4,500 digital books, audiobooks, and videos, and that grows every day. More than 6,000 journals in digital format, over 15,000 books, reports, and guides that are in print format. We have 150 journals in print format. We have over 500,000 historical documents and images from our archives. So that library is part of your paid member benefit for the National Association of Realtors. I'm going to share with you a little bit later the app that you need on your phone, whether you're using an Android or an iPhone, in order to access the library and download books. I do want to show you just kind of a sampling of what they've got here. Some people think, well, they only have business books, and I'm not really interested in just business books. I want, political books, or I want to learn a second language, or, you name it. I want to learn about social media. Well, the library at the National Association of Realtors, although it is heavy, I will say this, it is very heavy on nonfiction ebooks as far as, marketing, promotion, sales, you name it. Those are there, right? Even Gary Keller's Shift book is in here, home staging books, 10 Roads to Riches are there, all of the top hot topics and all, the Zig Ziglar books are all online in there. I've read all those. So they have all these nonfiction books, but they are not limited to just business aspects. So these are business books, right? But they have biographies and autobiographies. And I have to say that I've become a fan this year of the autobiography and biographies, just learning about what other people have gone through in their lives. I find it quite inspiring. I've read Michelle Obama's book. I've read all of past President Obama's books. I read, I just like autobiography. So if you do too, those are there. So they're not all about business books. Another type of business book they do have though is Business and Finance. We have Social Marketing for Dummies. You don't know what to do with that Instagram account. How is Twitter being used, to leverage marketing in the real estate industry? There's a book on that. sales tips, you name it, how to successfully maintain contact and good relations with your past client database. That's all in here as well. Books on negotiation, those are more business related books. Your career planning, you know, things have changed, not just because of COVID, but in our general, you know, marketplace as well. So maybe you started off at just doing residential real estate. You want to branch out, maybe do some commercial real estate. Maybe you find a niche market you want to be in. These career books can help you with that as well. Politics, everybody loves politics, right? I get way too much politics right now, being an election season. We're 29 days, I guess, from the election, 30 days from the election. I don't know. I've already voted, so I'm not worried about that. But current events and politics got you covered at the National Association of Realtors Library. Education, again, LLC corporation, which one works best for you? You can delve into that at your leisure in the books that are presented by the National Association of Realtors. As I mentioned before, maybe you want to learn a second language. Maybe you want to brush up on that second language you've already learned. I have 4 years of French in high school and I had 2 years in college. And, I am constantly trying to make sure that my second language skills, are up to date. So you can do that here as well, or learn an entirely new language at your leisure. Russian, French, Spanish, Japanese, you name it. You can have Brazilian and Portuguese. So this actually is just kind of a scrolling thing I did. These are the formerly field guides we were talking about and all of the different topics and information that's available for you to do some research on the National Association of Realtors site. So I'm just going to let this scroll through, but basically, if there's a topic out there, the National Association of Realtors has information about it and how it pertains to real estate. So maybe you want to buy a lot, put a cell phone tower up. There's research reports about that. China, doing business with Brazil, direct mail, the new use of drones and the requirements for that, online marketing. What are the effects of, Superfund sites or brown sites and hazardous waste on the property values? Golf courses, ground leases, what's entitled, what's all about a ground lease. Ground leases are typically for an extended period of time where you're going to put a commercial building on top. But how do they work? Historic properties, what makes a property historic? Insurance questions, natural disasters, your office policies, partnership in teams is a huge one. There's tons of information about that online. Hiring a personal assistant, it's there for you as well. You want to market your listings on Pinterest? Well, they have some guidelines for that. Are you dealing with investors and rental properties? Take a look at the field guides. You get the idea. If there is a topic out there that pertains to real estate, the National Association of Realtors has our back, has us covered, has already done the research and provided that to all of our members. So before you start using Facebook as a Google search, perhaps you might want to go to the National Association of Realtors and put one of the topics you're actually looking for more information for in our search box. That includes zoning, writing your own business plan, how to deal with for sale by owners, water rights, huge issue in the West. Not that it's not an issue here, but it is just more predominant out West. You have that difficult customer, difficult client, there's research articles on how to deal with them as well. So, and when you access the library, now the research reports, a lot of those are printed, they're going to be in archives, you're going to have to read those online for a lot of those reports. But to access the National Association of Realtors library, you're going to use an app that's called Overdrive. On my screen, I've given you the icon through the Android Play Store, or Google Play Store, excuse me, for Overdrive. Just look for the, it's kind of a square with a little O in it. You can see the logo there. Just search for Overdrive either in your Apple Tunes or iTunes. Is that where you guys get it? I'm an Android guy. Or your Google Play Store. Once you sign into Overdrive, it's going to ask you for your NERDS number. So you do need your NERDS number. You need to have an active membership in the National Association of Realtors. Once you access Overdrive and have that set up, you can search through the entire library at the National Association of Realtors, either looking for those audiobooks or they actually have the ebooks online as well. So you can download this app for both your iPad or your tablet, whatever you're comfortable reading. However you'd like to receive your information is available. I want to tell you a really cool story. I listen to a lot of NPR, A, because I'm a geek, and B, because I'm getting older. And so they were reviewing, they do a book review all the time, and they do a lot of book reviews every week. So I was listening to a book review and I thought, well, that might be interesting for me to read. So it was a brand new release, because obviously they're doing new releases when they're reviewing books a lot of times, whether it's on the talk shows or it's on NPR or whatever venue that they're actually promoting the books and talking to the authors. And so I went to the National Association of Realtors library. I went to my Overdrive app and I looked for the book, and I can't remember the name of the book, but it was like, I remember the topic of the book. It was about how to succeed in business, and that was the premise of the book. But it was basically the walking through one man's life and how he accomplished his goals. And I wish I remember the name of the book, but I've read so many books. I have a spreadsheet that has all the titles in them just so I don't reread the same book 5 times. But anyway. They didn't have it, but they knew about the book. The app is very intuitive. It comes up and it says, hey, we know that book exists. We don't currently have it at our library. Would you like us to buy it for you? And I was thrown for a moment. I'm like, you'd buy me the book? Okay. So I just clicked yes. Would you like us to buy the book? Yes, I would like you to buy the book because I want to read it, or I want to download it, and I want to listen to it, whatever the case may be. And so within 3 days, I had an email directly from the National Association of Realtors saying they had gone ahead and purchased the book that I was interested in, and that they downloaded it for me automatically to my app, and to thank you and let them know if there was any other information that I needed. So what a fantastic resource, So, they have a lot of the latest books, but if there's a book out there that, perhaps whoever manages our library resources hasn't downloaded yet or obtained a copy for our library, by all means, you can make those suggestions and have them download the books of your choice. That's all I've got at National Association of Realtors, but what I want you to do, and this is just kind of like an overview, there's also a MVP plan through the National Association of Realtors, and with the MVP plan, I thought there was a video in here, but there's not. Basically what it does is, they send you out a questionnaire. They kind of want feedback from our agents. When you fill out the task that they've sent you, it will give you a free product or service in exchange. And so those emails go out about the 1st of the month and the 16th of the month. And they kind of indicate, what they'd like you to do, how they want you to participate. And at the end of the participation, they have a freebie gift offer for you. So, and I'm guilty. A lot of times I look at the reward, I look at the carrot that they're offering me and say, do I really want to do their survey? Well, I've gotten some really great ebooks that I would have had to pay for otherwise through the Realtor store at the National Association of Realtors. I've gotten those for free because I'm part of the MVP program, and I utilize that in order to receive free gifts and free services. So that's just a touching on what the National Association of Realtors offers us as benefits. My favorite one, if you haven't noticed, is going to be the ebooks and the audio books through Overdrive and the National Association of Realtors library. But you choose your best benefit. If you like to travel, maybe some of those travel discounts are going to work for you. If you want to buy some new tech, they got some technology discounts. We've partnered with a lot of the big brand stores that'll give you those discounts. So check that out for more information on our benefits. I couldn't go through all of them, but we'd be here all day. The last thing I want to talk about today is Midwest Real Estate Data. That's MRED. That's the people that provide us with our MLS. And most of you are very familiar with the MLS and you use it all the time. What you may not be familiar with are some of the other services and products that they offer at no additional charge to our agents. So we have Agent Metrics that creates powerful marketing materials based on local market information. Connect MLS is our MLS, and we are blessed to have one of the most powerful MLSs in the industry, in my humble opinion. And I would know, I've surveyed, long story short, but I've reviewed over 5 different nationwide MLSs, and Connect MLS to me stands out above all of those. Cloud CMA, if you're doing CMAs for your client, Cloud CMA is a fantastic way to start. We have Cloud Streams as well. That's a listing, alert, and collaboration tool. Check those out. We have Find, that is a specialized data application that gives you fast, flexible, easy access to the Realtor.com Pro version if you're paying for that. We have HomePath, that's supposed to help shorten the short sale process. HomeSnap is our broker public portal. And so HomeSnap, you have the entire MLS, including the agent information, including commission splits, including everything at the touch of your fingers on your phone or on your computer, either one. But HomeSnap is a fantastic app that allows you to connect with your buyers. I use HomeSnap to attach myself to my buyers so that when they're searching on that app, and we know that the general public searches on whatever app they love, but maybe they'll, if you explain to them that, hey, HomeSnap has the most up-to-date information, it's basically an extension of our MLS, and you can attach yourself to a client through HomeSnap. Every property they search for on HomeSnap now becomes, or looks like, it's branded to you. The listing agent is still there per license law, right? But basically your name is going to be prominent. So when they have a question about a property, whether it's your listing or a different listing, they can do a one-touch and call you from HomeSnap. We have a Housing Trends e-newsletter. That's a free marketing tool that you can send to your clients through MRED. We have Rate Plug. This is a way to integrate real-time mortgage data and payment information within your MLS listings. We have Info Sparks. I've got a class I'm teaching tomorrow on Info Sparks. If you're available at 10:15, register at MRED. We're doing Market View and Info Sparks, but basically Info Sparks is just tons and tons of analytical charts, graphs, and tools so that you can actually pinpoint, what are 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes on this size lot? What are the statistics on their sales, in a particular community? So you can really drill down into the data and kind of learn some things about what's happening in your marketplace. Inman Select, I already talked about that. That is a free subscription in coordination with the Illinois Realtors. MRED provides that for us as well. Listing Book, I learned about this from one of my customers probably 10 years ago. They asked me, is my listing going to be on Listing Book? And I was like, I've never heard of it before, but it is. And that's another feature and benefit from Midwest Real Estate Data. Again, also, we have our data co-op where we can market our properties with an array of different gadgets, create and present a consolidated report of the property neighborhoods and trends to our clients. That's our MLS data co-op. MRED has city info pages. So often it's just amazing to me that I get questions from buyer's agents on my listing asking me questions like, who is, water and sewer provided by in that community? Who is the internet provider? Who provides cable TV? And what I typically do, because I have all of these basically downloaded by city, if I've done business in the city, I probably have your city info pages in my hard drive. Is I love answering those questions. I mean, I think it's kind of sad I get the question because they can find that information out on their own, but often I just send them the direct printout from the MRED City info pages and let them know, hey, here's where you can find all this information in the future. So it's got information on the police, phone numbers for the schools, the utility companies, and it covers our 12-county Northern Illinois region. I'm sure they've added some for our Southern viewers as well. MRED is expanding. We're down in the Champaign-Urbana. We've been there for a couple of years now, so I'm sure they have city info pages for those locations as well. They have a new home source professional that's basically used to help service your new home construction clients. They have a My Listings widget that you can use that kind of scrolls through the listings you currently have. And then one of my favorites that I have through Midwest Real Estate Data is my showing time for MLS. I was actually setting up showings prior to our meeting today. And for Hot Topic Tuesday, I was trying to get some of those showings set for Thursday. And one of the agents actually said, call office. Okay, so this takes more time for me to set up those showings. Not sure why they're still having people call the office, especially in this day and age of the pandemic. There's probably no one in their office. So showing time just makes it a lot easier. I can request appointments online. They provide feedback templates that I can actually customize for the information I want about the listings that I have. And that's all provided to us again through through Midwest Real Estate Data. One of the things I want to jump back to before I end this is the National Association of Realtors. And I don't know why I took the slide out, but National Association of Realtors has a phenomenal platform called Realtors Property Resource. This is a no-cost member benefit on the national scale, has information on over 166 million parcels within the United States, Basically, if there's a tax ID number, there's going to be information about that property in Realtors Property Resource. So if you get a chance, check that out. I know that one of our Hot Topic Tuesdays moving down the line for 2021, we're probably going to do a basics class here for RPR. So watch your emails for that. Also, MRED does training on Realtors Property Resource as well. We typically have one class a month or so on Realtors Property Resource. I believe I'm one of the only certified trainers for that technology platform in our area. So I'm typically the one doing the RPR classes. But just the data and information that's available to you through that platform is amazing. As an example, we have over on and I didn't add Remind to my Midwest real estate data. Sorry, we have Remind for our tax stuff through the MLS. Same information is basically in Realtors Property Resource. It's got all information about all off-market listings, just like Remind does. Remind has about 27 different databases of information that they bring together on one platform for us to be able to access. And with Realtors Property Resource, they have over 365 different databases that they integrate into one platform. Tons and tons of information. You need a FEMA flood map, go to RPR. It'll be there for you. You want to see what the last 12 months of activity is, RPR is your go-to for that as well. Just one more tool in our toolbox to help service our clients. As I mentioned, we are doing this Hot Topic Tuesdays. Hot Topic Tuesdays are held at noon on the first Tuesday of every month. Today being October 6th is the first Tuesday of October. We're well into fall now. But our next one's coming up on November 3rd, where Heather, our Fearless Association executive, is going to break down everything and all the benefits that are provided from the Hometown Association of Realtors. She's going to give you a preview of the website that she personally redesigned from top to bottom, just probably less than a year ago now. Yeah, I think it's been less than a year. So tons and tons of information. Please tune in for us. Tune in to us on November 3rd at noon. Check your emails for more information about Hot Topic Tuesdays. I want to thank everyone who tuned in today, or if you're watching this on a recorded version, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to myself, Todd Burghardt, your association president, and/or Heather, your association executive. We have tons of talent on our board of directors as well, so we will definitely get an answer to any questions that you have. And sometimes we've been known to call the legal hotline on your behalf. So if we don't have an answer, we will find the answer for you. I'm going to open up the last moment for any questions. If anyone has any questions that are on the call or on the Zoom meeting, I should say today.